Hello again. So in the last video, we were sort of trying to analyze the patterns that we are able to observe from these data points in here after classifying the data points given to us as renewable and non-renewable resources, energy resources, and also categorizing the same data points based on their energy capacity. So I was saying that where is it? The South Asian continent, which is over here, uses more non-renewable energy resources, but at the same time their energy capacity is also huge, as indicated by the bubble size over here. So if we just concentrate on this part of the world, which I think is India, so this part over here uses non-renewable energy, but their energy generating capacity is low. And likewise, if we move to this part of the world, we can see that this part of the world has a mix of power plants that uses renewable as well as non-renewable energy resources. This part over here uses more renewable energy sources, but their power generating capacity is low. But over here it uses more non-renewable energy, but at the same time their energy capacity is also huge. So that's that. This is the African continent, and we see that this part of the world has very few power plants, and the power plants are scattered all along the edge of this continent. And this part of this South African continent, or the African continent, has a mix of both the renewable and non-renewable energy. But over here is the European continent, which uses renewable energy sources, but their energy capacity is medium-sized. And over here is a mix of both the renewable energy sources, and somewhere in this European continent there are some power plants that uses non-renewable energy sources, but they're very few in number, and from their bubble size it looks like they do have a higher power generating capacity. I think if I can zoom into this part, I can also find out find out the name of the cities. Okay, so if you come to a point where you are documenting your findings for your project report, then you can zoom into this OpenStreetMap over here, and this will tell you which part in the European continent has a power plant that uses non-renewable resource energy, and also there higher power plant with using non-renewable resources, but with higher energy generating capacity. For instance, I can see that this part over here, which is near to this part of the world, this part of the Europe, has a power plant that uses non-renewable energy sources but has higher power generating capacity. So that's one piece of information I wanted to provide. And now I'm moving to North America. Okay. So in the North American continent, as we can see, there is a mix of power plant that uses renewable, non-renewable energy sources. We see that over here it has power plants that uses renewable source of energy, but in the middle over here we have power plants that uses non-renewable resources and non-renewable energy sources, but with higher power capacity, and also other sources that uses other kind of energy sources. So that is the analysis that we can derive using the global power plant data that we were given from the Water Resource Institute. And so what I'd like you to do for the class is I would also like you to follow along the video that I just made for you guys, and I would like you to create similar kind of image for the classroom assignment and write a brief summary of your findings. It does not really have to be that long. I think 1 to 2 page summary of your findings is good. And you can send me a PDF version of your JPEG. So what you can to save this image or your projections, what you can do is you can go over here and you can do export it to PDF, and you can save the file. I'm going to save it to a desktop energy source. So in the assignment, send me your PDF file with this image that you have created using the data set. Using the same data set, and I think I'll also be providing you with another data set just to play around and get a more intuitive understanding of classifying the data points. So I hope that this video was helpful. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to send me an email. I'll be happy to respond to your questions. And please allow me 24 to 48 hours to respond to your questions. And if you don't hear me by 48 hours, please do not hesitate to send me another reminder email. So yeah, so I'll see you next week with another video. Thank you.